Welcome back to my channel. I can't believe we made 40 subscribers. Like, are you kidding me? That's so crazy to me. Also, I'm going to be looking around because I'm outside and everyone probably thinks I'm nuts. But it's okay. So, a couple hours ago, I posted something about the fact that I had been married. And that's where my child came from. And I think so often we get so scared to talk about certain things that, like, so Kyle and I are dating again, and it's going well, and obviously he knew from the beginning, like, my story, well, parts of it anyway. And how do you talk about the fact that, like, I had once been married, right? And, like, we're so scared about that. But, like, one, I would be doing me a disservice and my healing a disservice if I tried to pretend like that didn't happen, because there's still some moments where it, like, triggers this anger or this frustration or anything like that. Like, Kyle's the first guy that I've dated since my divorce, and I've been single and really intentional about only hanging out with women and just really being protective of my heart. And so there's parts of it that are getting reopened, and so I can't sit here and pretend like, oh yeah, like this is out of nowhere, because then I would be denying the reason of my pain, and if I deny the reason of my pain, then I'm going to deny my healing, right? But then also, it's where the biggest blessing came from, Judah, right? Like, if I didn't have that marriage, Judah wouldn't be here, right? Like, everything of who he is would be different. He would look different. His DNA would be different. His soul would be different. Like, it just wouldn't be Judah. And of course, like, whoever, if I did have a child with somebody else, I would love that child too. But, like, it just would be different, right? And, you know, I quickly put in there that I became a single mom very early on. And I really believe that that obviously makes you mother different. It makes you father different when you're a single parent. There's certain things that you just have to do to survive, right? And, like, it made the bond between Judah and I even greater. And I'm grateful for that, you know? And, you know, for me, it's the marriage, right? But for you, it could be literally anything. And I think maybe a lot of what I'm trying to say is just don't deny your story. Don't stay stuck there, obviously. You know, it's the past for a reason. And you don't want to get stuck looking in the rearview mirror the whole time, because you're going to miss what's happening in front of you. But I really do believe that if done intentionally, if done with wisdom and, you know, with your accountability partners and stuff, I really think that stuff is super, super wise to do. And at Celebrate Recovery, we do the 4th step, and then, you know, and just a lot of other sober communities, or like whether it's, you know, NA or AA or SLAA, I think that's right. There's steps, and, you know, looking back is definitely part of the journey, right? Because, you know, it's like when you're losing weight, you can't be like, oh yeah, like I just eat and I eat and I eat. Like, I've seen nutritionists and they're like, girl, take a food journal and, you know, journal what you eat, A, to like track it so you can see how much you're actually eating, but then B, like, what happened before that? Like, why did you binge? Where were you? Can we just pause on my freckles right now? Holy mother of God. Right there. Woo! So I think, you know, really reevaluating kind of our story. But then also, you know, like, once you've done that, once you've done your healing, or even, you know, part of my journey with Beautiful Recovery is I share with you as I'm taking this journey, right? Like, there's a lot of areas that I have victory over and that I feel very confident in, but then there's some that I'm walking out right now. But don't hide it. I love that there's this new, like, I don't want to say trend, but with a lot of younger people in recovery, it's like hashtag, like, I'm not anonymous. And I love that. Like, back in the day in early recovery, there were doctors and lawyers, and yes, there was a greater stigma, and so people just didn't feel safe doing it. So no disrespect if you choose to be anonymous. Like, you do have to have boundaries and protect yourself. But I just want to scream at the rooftops, and it's not because, like, look at me, I'm so awesome. No, it's like, hey, God is awesome. Look what he's done in my life. But then, like, look what recovery can do. Like, look at the life that you can have. You don't have to stay stuck. But then third, I remember feeling so unbelievably alone. And that's kind of why airplane. why I chose to do YouTube. One, no disrespect to bloggers, because I can get down with a good blog now and again, but I just don't have time to sit there and read a lot of what they're saying. But then two, like, there's just, you can feel the emotion, but it's different when you connect with someone face to face. But then three, it's like, I just really, 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 like, want to be where that person is alone in their room, where they feel like they have nobody. And if they scroll across my video and they're like, oh my gosh, one person, like, she gets it, she understands. That's my goal. That's what I want. And so when I share my story or share my life with you, it's because, like, you're not alone. Like, this journey is not easy, and it's just so much better done in a community. Like, we had a t-ball game yesterday, and me and one of the mamas were connecting, and, like, it was precious because we were obviously paying attention to the game, but, like, we kept making comments about, like, oh, I struggle with anxiety about this, or, like, I have OCD in here. And, like, at first we started joking about it, but then, like, we looked at each other and we're like, yeah, like, totally get it. And she's like, you know, it's kind of always been a thing, but, like, now having kids, it's way worse. And so I think, guys, just share your story, be true to your journey. It's ultimately going to help you. It's going to help you heal. You can't heal an infection that you deny is actually infected, right? But then, second, you don't know who's listening. You don't know who's watching. You don't know who struggles. I kind of said this before. This whole time I've had food in my teeth. I've said it before. A lot of you who, like, see me or have seen me on social media before Beautiful Recovery really didn't know my struggle with mental health. That I have anxiety and depression, or, like, a lot of you did know about the addiction because I'm pretty open about that from the jump. But unless you've really been, like, hanging out with me daily, actually pause. Even if you've been hanging out with me daily, a lot of you weren't sure what was going on. You thought, oh my gosh, like, she just starts isolating, or, you know, she just gets kind of bratty and, like, I don't know why. And so talking about it has really grew my community to new depths, you know, but a lot of you didn't know. And so it came to a shock. And I think that's my other thing is, like, check on your friends. Check on your friends.